Tuning in. This is my review of the Nikon KeyMission 360 camera. This is their first attempt and they kind of failed, and I'm going to tell you why I want to return this camera. But first, you guys should check out my channel. If you don't know about my channel, I do 360 videos, but also documentaries about strange artistic creations. I go on little journeys, adventures to strange places. I do magic pranks in public. I'll be levitating on a train, shoot electricity out of my hands with a Tesla coil, all this fun stuff. And to the people already subscribed and watching, great job. What do you think of my 360 videos? I read your comments, so tell me in the comments below, did you like my 360 videos? I know the quality wasn't that good before. It was my Leica Theta S camera, which I sold because it was only 1K. This is a 4K camera, and so, well, I think it's a little better. Yeah, tell me in the comments what you thought about those videos. If you like the 360, without further ado, this is why I don't like this camera. First of all, I was really frustrated with the user's manual. It's very poorly written and it leaves things out. Also, a lot of people have been saying that they're having trouble with the pairing this to a phone. I was trying to pair it with an iPhone 6, right? One of the newer smartphones out there, and I couldn't get it to pair. So I go to the page that's near the back of the manual that says shooting with the camera only, right? So in these instructions, it just says to turn the camera on. Now it's on, and the green lights are flashing. And it tells you to hit record, and it should start recording. Hit record, nothing happens. Now, this is because the camera is not in airplane mode. So if it's not in airplane mode, then it's always trying to pair with your phone. And if there's not a phone paired, you can't record. So you have to switch it to airplane mode, but it fails to mention that in the manual. I was fiddling around. It doesn't say anything about switching it to airplane mode. Found out that through tech support. So now we are ready to record. Now that we flipped that airplane mode switch on, recording. Hey, look at there. Now the orange lights are flashing. Now here's the thing that bothers me about this camera. This sucks. Okay, so, placing it on the table, place it on the stand. Now look, I am like 1.5 feet away from the camera. As I move to this edge, do you see that? As I move to this edge, do you see that? Do you see this line that's created? Yeah, that's a stitching line, and that's what you don't want to see with a 360 camera. But they oftentimes happen because there's more light on one side of on one fisheye than the other one. But this stitching seam is really, really bad because what's happening with this Nikon is it's so wide that the 180 fisheye lenses aren't able to fill in this gap that's created by how far apart they are. The Leica Theta S that I had before, the picture quality sucked because it was only 1K, but the lenses were much closer together, so you didn't see that line right there. The other thing is, look, does that look like 1K to you? I don't know, does this look like 1K? Here we go. We're going up. Whoa. Okay, so if we put this, maybe this distortion is being caused by the fact that there's objects so close to the Nikon, right? So it's wanting to focus on this stuff as opposed to the stuff way back there. So what if we stick it on the monopod? Now you have to have it on a monopod, which you can see the monopod. Now look at that. Does that look like 4K to you? I don't know. You tell me. I'm about 1.5 feet away from the camera right now. And look, stitching seam. So apparent right there. Okay, now we're on a monopod. Does that look any better? You can see the stitching seam right there. I'm about 1.5 feet away from the camera. Let's walk towards it. Whoa, walking past it. Not so good. In concluding, this is Nikon's first attempt at a 360 camera. The first version of the Leica Theta was pretty horrible, and they quickly came out with a better version. So I'm assuming that within 6 months, they're going to come out with a Nikon KeyMission 360 Plus that's going to figure out how to solve these problems that it's having. But until then, it kind of sucks. I wouldn't buy it. They're just trying to be in the race, basically, of the next best 360 technology, which in a year, I'm not going to want to have this. I'm going to want to have something else that's twice as good. Technology for consumer level 360 cameras isn't that good yet. It's not quite there. So maybe it's best to wait, Or if you want to be one of the early movers making the videos happen first before the others do, get it and just get something better. Sell it to the chump next door when something better comes out. Thank you. This has been my review of the Nikon KeyMission 360 camera. I appreciate you tuning in, and hey, check out my channel, subscribe. I really appreciate all of you for watching my videos and sharing them and everything like that, because you help make me successful, and I will try to give it back to you with more videos.